is there's more Ohio State football recruiting. We learned just at 5 p.m. Eastern time that safety Lathan Ransom from Tucson, Arizona, Saw Point Catholic, had picked Ohio State. He is the number 55 overall prospect in the country, according to the 247 Sports Composite, number 2 safety and number 4 prospect overall in the state of Arizona. And of course, as we know, the state of Arizona also includes the decorated quarterback Jack Miller, who is going to come to Ohio State in the 2020 class as well. Tony, the rich just keep getting richer here. And one of the things that came up as part of this is by adding a guy ranked as high as he is, number 55 overall, a high 4-star, that Ohio State is moving up now. And this is easy for me to say, moving up all the way to number 2, if not number 1, in the 24/7 Sports team recruiting rankings. I've never cared all that much about whether they were 1, 2, 3, or 4. My feeling has always been just get me some good players and everything will usually work out. But what's your thought based on what I've laid out there for you that, this run that they are on, a downhill roll right now, their class is now considered in the top 1 or 2 in the country.
Yeah, and Steve, if you remember back to June when we got to talk to the coaches, the last time we got to talk to them, there was, one defensive commit and Legend Cavazos at that time, defensive back out of Florida. And there were questions about, how do you feel your defensive recruiting is going? Are you concerned? And they all said, it's early June. Talk to us in late June and then talk to us again in July, because there were 2 big weekends of official visits in mid to late June. And you look now and I guess everybody should have listened to the coaches, because they've had 4-star cornerback Clark Phillips out of California, top 50 player. You mentioned Lathan Ransom today, top 100 player. Darian Henry, defensive lineman out of Ohio. Cody Simon, number 10 linebacker out of New Jersey. And, the names keep coming. So what was looking like a class missing some big pieces has had those pieces fill in. And like you said, number 2 class in the nation so far, with more guys to come. It's going to be hard to hold off, I think, some of the other big schools as well, because a lot of those SEC schools add guys and, they close well. And Ohio State's going to be pretty well closed up by the end of next month, so good start for Ryan Day. Looks like he can recruit a little bit.
Yeah, no question about it. And I think when you look at, just the uncanny way that they are off to a great start in terms of recruiting for 2020, also have several key guys already lapped up for 2021. I think they now have 20 commitments in the class of 2020, and it's just simply mushroomed here in recent weeks. So I think that you got to be excited, I guess, about where things are headed right now in terms of Ohio State football recruiting. And I just look at it and I just say the rich just keep getting richer. I mean, here Ohio State's had the top class in the Big Ten the last 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many years it is. And looks like it's going to happen. Maybe not this past year, but certainly it looks like it's going to continue on a downhill roll for the Buckeyes right now. Ransom, as we said, outstanding prospect out of Arizona. Just in the defensive secondary, they've got him, Legend Cavazos, as well as Clark Phillips, and also Cameron Martinez. So they have got quite a haul. Just in the secondary alone, I figured that 1 or 2 of those guys will eventually be slotted at cornerback. 1 or 2 of them will be slotted at safety, and they will figure it out from there. So that is kind of an exciting thing right there when you think about it.